press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to the classroom. Today I am going to start with the new chapter, that is fun with magnets. Just imagine if you wake up one day and you find that you have the ability to attract something or to attract the things towards itself. Wouldn't it be a fun? Yes, we can say that it is a fun. And do you know that there are some materials in this world which attracts the iron objects towards itself, and these objects are nothing but the magnets, and it is nothing but magnets. And the magnets is derived from the magnetite, which is a ore of a magnet. Magnetite is nothing but the ore of a magnet. Ore of a magnet. And see, magnet is nothing but the substance having the property, the substances. See, magnets are nothing but the substances having the property to attract, having the property for attracting having the property of attracting iron objects are nothing but the magnets. See, magnets are nothing but the substance having the property for attracting iron objects are called as magnets, and it is one of the ore of a magnet, that is magnetite. It is also called as natural magnet. Magnetite is also called as natural magnet. Natural magnet. Say, magnets are nothing but the substance having the property for attracting iron objects towards itself is called as magnets, and these magnets were discovered or named as a magnetite. It is one of the ore of a iron, and it is also called as natural magnets. See, there are different types of magnets are present, and we will discuss later. Next we shall move on to the history of the magnet. The history of the magnet. See, long time ago, it is believed that the magnets is discovered incidentally, and there was a shepherd named as Magnus. A shepherd named as Magnus, who lived in the ancient Greek Greece. Say there was a shepherd named as a Magnus who lived in ancient Greece, and usually he used the herds of the goat as well as the sheep. See, used the herds of goat and sheep. And during this time, that is, he used by taking the herds of the goat as well as the sheep on the nearby mountains for grazing purpose. He took these animals for grazing purpose. He took these animals at and the shepherd is having the stick to control these animals like goat as well as the sheep. And suddenly one day he surprisingly observed that his stick will be stuck onto the rock, and thereby he had to pull this stick from the rock. Thereby he will not, so that he will go along with these animals to for home, and he try to take or pull the stick over to the through the rock, and he will not able to pull his stick. It is nothing but the rock, that is the natural magnet. And this is how he will identify that there are some rocks which acts as a attracting materials, and this name is given for them, that is manganese will be given. And this is all about the history of the magnet. After the name of the shepherd, that is manganese, there are different names will be formed. The magnetite. See, after the name of the shepherd, Magnus, the rock will be also given the name as a magnetite. Magnetite, and it sometimes some people will believe that the magnet, the term magnet was discovered in the place known as Magnus, where the discovery of the magnet will be takes place. And this is all about the history of the magnet. Once again I will tell you the history of the magnet. A long time ago, magnet was discovered in the incidentally it was discovered, and there was a shepherd known as the Magnus who lived in ancient Greece, and he used to take the herds of the goat as well as the sheep. Herd is nothing but the group of goat as well as the sheep. We have group of sheep as well as the goat, we call it as a herds, and he used the herds of the goat as well as the sheep on the mountain for grazing these animals. And suddenly one day he surprisingly observed that his stick will be stuck to the rock, and he had to pull his stick, so that he will not able to pull this stick. And he find that there are some rocks which attracts the objects like iron or the iron objects, and usually he will carry the one stick to control these animals. And this stick contains at the tip of this stick there is a metal tip will be present, metal tip will be there, and so that while walking for grazing these animals, his stick will stuck onto the rock and he will not able to pull his stick, and thereby he will find that there is a nothing but the natural magnet known as the manganese, and it is one of the natural one, and that is the magnetite, a natural magnet. And sometimes or some people will also believe that this magnet will be comes from the discovery from the place known as manganese. And this is all about the history of the magnet. Usually this shepherd will discover this magnet, and he by the name of his name as given to the magnet, that is manganese, and later the technology has been improving, the magnets will be having the different names and they have given instead of his name, and this is how the history will be comes. Next we shall move on to the different types of magnets. See, further beside the natural magnet, artificial magnet have been discovered for having the different shapes. Like that, say as I told you, natural magnet, that is a magnetite or the magnets, whereas the artificial magnet will be have been prepared for different shapes, and these artificial magnets are, I will write on the board. Artificial magnets. Since it is not comes in the nature, it is prepared by man, so that's why it is called as artificial magnets, by adding the different chemicals to this magnet, and so that it will acts as a magnet. And there are examples for the artificial magnets are bar magnet, horseshoe magnet. There are different kinds of varieties of magnets will be present, and I will write on the board. See, north, south, this is the shape of the horseshoe magnet. Horseshoe magnet. Next one is the bar magnet. See, this is the bar magnet, and cylindrical magnet. Next one is the ball ended magnets. See, these are the different types of artificial magnets which are used in nowadays. See, artificial magnets are those magnets which are prepared by man, and by using different chemicals they were used, and so the name is given for these such a magnets, that is artificial magnets. Here cylindrical magnet, where the cylindrical in structure will be present, and here horseshoe magnet, bar magnet, as well as the ball ended magnet. See, these are the different types of artificial magnets which were used in nowadays. Next we shall move on to the magnetic and non-magnetic materials. magnetic and non-magnetic materials. See, magnetic materials are those materials, the materials which are affected by magnet. Say in which first one is the magnetic materials. See, magnetic materials are those materials, the materials which which are affected by magnet. The materials which are affected by magnets are called as magnetic materials. See, magnetic materials are nothing but the materials which are affected by the magnet are called as magnetic materials. Like magnets, these magnets are also helpful to pull or push the things made up of the steel as well as the iron. Pull or push the things which is made up of iron, steel, etc. See, these magnetic materials are those materials which are affected by the magnets are called as magnetic materials. Example for these magnetic materials, say these magnetic materials also pull and push the things which are usually made up of iron, steel, etc. are the all metals which acts as a magnetic materials and which is affected by the magnet. And usually these magnetic materials we have to use to either we pull the things which are made up of a steel or pull or push the things. Next we shall move on to the non-magnetic materials. See, non-magnetic materials are those materials which do not affected by the magnets are called as non-magnetic materials, which do not affected by the magnet are called as non-magnetic materials. See, this is how the difference between the magnetic as well as the non-magnetic materials are there. See, magnetic materials which affected by the magnets are called as magnetic materials, and these magnetic materials used for push or pull the objects which are made up of usually metals like steel as well as the iron. And those non-magnetic materials which do not affected by the magnets are called as non-magnetic materials. And next we shall move on to there is one table is there, and here the different types of objects have given, and you have to choose which one is the acts as a magnetic material and which one is do not acts as a magnetic material. Name of the object. In the first column, name of the different types of objects we have to mention. Next, the material of the object. Of object. Next one is the magnetic or non-magnetic. See, this is the table, and from this table we have to conclude that first one, before that conclusion, first I will write on the board, that is the different objects like fork we have to take, and it is the material of the object is usually the fork is made up of a steel, and if magnet comes in contact with the steel, it is acts as a magnetic behavior and it shows the property of a magnet, and so I will write here as a magnetic. And next one is the eraser. Eraser, coin, metal cap, thread, scale. See, scale, either it may be plastic scale or the metal scale will be there, and based on this type of scale we have to choose the material where these objects are made, and here eraser is a plastic one, so it is a non-magnetic behavior it shows. And next one is the coin. See, coin is usually made up of a metal. See, that is made up of a steel or the metal, and here it shows the magnetic behavior. So I will write it as a magnetic, and the metal cap is also made up of a metal, and here this one is also shows the magnetic behavior or the magnetic property. Thread is made up of a cotton or the natural fiber, and it is one of the non-magnetic one, so that it will not attract the things or the objects. Non-magnets. Next one is the scale. See, scale, either it may be plastic one or the steel scale will be there, and here if the plastic scale means we have to, the metal, the object is made up of a plastic, then it is a non-magnetic one. See, from this table we have to conclude that the materials which stick to the magnet are magnetic. From this activity we can conclude that the materials which stick to the magnet, see where, materials which stick to magnet are called as magnetic materials. So this is all about the different types of objects, and these different types of objects where these objects are made, and next one is the next column, magnetic and the non-magnetic behavior or the property. See, in which once again I will tell you, in which the name of the objects in the first column have been given, and in the second column there is a materials of an object, and next one is the magnetic or non-magnetic we have to choose. And if the magnetic materials will be there, then the materials which stick on to the magnet. See, first we have to, you can do in your home also, first you take the magnet and later one by one these objects you have to keep, and later it will attract it. If it is attracted, then then in the last column we have to write the magnetic or the magnet. And like that, in the first column, name of the objects they have given: fork, eraser, coin, metal cap, thread and the scale. And in the second column, materials of the object. See, this fork is made up of a steel, whereas the eraser is made up of a rubber. Sorry, I have to return here plastic. Say, rubber, usually the plant will release the secretion known as the white liquid, and by adding different chemicals to it, and thereby rubber will be produced. And these rubber, eraser is nothing but it is made up of a rubber, and usually it is a bad conductor of electricity, and also it is a non-magnetic. It will not attract the magnet. If as I told you, the materials which stick to the magnet is called as magnetic materials, or the magnetic behavior it shows. And the coin, which is made up of a metal, and so that's why it is called as magnetic one. See, steel is a non-magnetic, steel is a magnetic one, and rubber is a non-magnetic one, whereas the coin is made up of a metal, and so that it is a magnetic one. And the metal cap, which is made up of a metal, and here the magnetic behavior it shows: when the metal cap comes in contact with the magnet, it will stick on to that magnet, and that's why it is called as magnetic. And the thread is usually made up of a cotton, either it may be the artificial one or it may be the natural one. And these are the non-magnetic. When we put the thread into the magnet, it will not attract, and so that it is a non-magnetic one. And next one is the scale. Scale are of two types, either it may be the plastic or the steel one. If we take the plastic scale, then it is a non-magnetic, it will not stick on to the magnet, and so that it is a non-magnetic one. So these are all the different types of objects which shows the property of both the magnetic as well as the non-magnetic behavior. So this is all about the today's class. Next we shall move on to the another concept in the next class. Thank you.